What I teach people is you can still be an investor. One of their rules is you have to occupy the property. You know what I'm saying? It has to be your primary residence. So what I teach people is, look, use NACA's program, the no down payment, low all that, no interest fees, all that stuff, to go get you in a beautiful, amazing property. Live in it.
Yeah.
And all the money that you saved, go invest it. Go be an investor with that.
Okay.
Like, you don't have to.
So this has to be your first home, and you have to live in it.
And it doesn't even necessarily have to be your first home. Some people can refinance out of a higher interest rate loan into NACA's lowest interest rate in the country. And also you can do a renovation loan with the NACA program as well. So they have two different other ways for you to get involved with the program outside of being a first-time home buyer.
Okay.
But most times people take advantage of the first-time home buyer option.
What's the definition of a multi-unit?
A property that has more than one living resident. So
okay.
It's not a single family home, but there's a maybe an apartment or, you know what I mean, maybe two homes. You know what I'm saying? It depends on where you are. You have different forms of multi-unit.
Because in New York, we had
the country you're in.
New York, we lived in a multi-unit. Out here, it's like a duplex, or like a triplex. It's like
depends. They call
Chicago,
it different things.
we have so many different kinds. You got 20 units. You have a 4-unit property. You got a 3-unit, 2 units, depending on the size of it. But in Chicago, residential properties are considered 4 units or less.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's like, you're allowed to go through this program called NACA. And with NACA, Neighborhood Assistance Corporations of America, you can buy a property up to 4 units. And the benefits of the program are no money down, no closing costs, no agent or attorney fees. You get the lowest interest rate in the country, regardless of what your credit score is. No PMI. And I'm just like, what?
That sounds like a scam to me.
What is this?
I'm like,
that sounds like a scam to me.
Yeah. And she was so serious. She's like, Dre, have I ever lied to you about anything? I'm like, no. And she's like, just do what I tell you.
What does interest rate buy down mean?
So you can, with NACA, they allow you to take cash up front and pay them to buy your interest rate down lower. And interest rates, people don't really realize how much interest rates factor into your mortgage payment. But like, just to give you guys an example, so I bought my interest rate down on that second property from 3.5% to 0.8%. Yeah, y'all heard that right, 0.8%.
For just $5,000, or you gave them?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
On this one, okay. I'm gonna get to that. On this one, we had to give them, I think it was like $110,000.
Okay.
But the thing was, it wasn't all our money. You know what I'm saying? We got $40,000 from the seller. Told you my money was running in the stock market, so I took that money out of the stock market.
It was Trump's
and she
money.
had some money. You know what I'm saying? So we put it all together to buy the interest rate down to 0.8, and giving them that $110,000, we got the principal down and the interest down, and that interest rate buy down saved us over a 30-year term about $475,000. It's just like crazy that I had to go through the stuff that I had to go through. But at the end of the day, what I always tell people is you're essentially asking these people for hundreds of thousands of dollars for nothing. They're going to put your ass through the ringer.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying to you? Like, just
nothing in
imagine,
life comes easy.
Imagine if you went to your mom, your dad, your aunt, like the closest people in your family, and you asked them for this kind of money. They're going to put you through the ringer. So what do you think these strangers at the bank are going to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just that simple. And we have to understand that things like this are going to be a process. Like, you're trying to attain 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, sometimes up to $1 million asset.
That was us.
It is not going to be easy. You hear about deals going bad all the time. You hear about NBA contracts, negotiations going bad all the time. When you're dealing with this much money, it is not going to be a smooth and easy process because nobody wants to feel like they got ever.
You know, for our generation that we have no idea, many of us want to get our first home or just get into that, and you don't have the money. That's what you hear people talk about all the time. Like, you don't have, people are wrapped up in student loans and other things. They don't have the money to get a house. So it's like a dream that doesn't happen.
Like I told y'all, it saved my life because they allowed me to not only get into home ownership, but essentially real estate investing. They left me with a big bag of money after I closed, which allowed me to go reinvest into the stock market, real estate. I have my own brand. I have a book. I do teaching. I do courses. I'm traveling, speaking everywhere. Like, that started with that first deal. Had I not done that first deal, I wouldn't be here right now. Like, and I tell people all the time, all it takes is one deal. Like, if you do it the right way and you structure it the right way, and this is why I encourage people to go through NACA, because they're not going to allow you to get into a shitty deal ever.
Yeah.
Their main priority is their client. They will tell you to walk away from a deal. They will not fund the deal. They will do everything in their power to make sure that you're well off. That's why it takes so long, because in order to protect you and make sure you're good, they got to, go through everything with a fine-tooth comb, cross their T's, dot their I's, everything, because they know what they're doing is not standard and it's not normal, but it's the best for the client. And that's why I teach people, and that's why I preach this shit so hard, because everybody's so into instant gratification. And I'm just like, yo, you would rather pay $40,000 in closing costs for convenience than to wait an extra 3 months? You know what that $40K can do for you and your family? Now you just went and got a property and you got to sleep on a mattress on the floor because you can't afford to even put furniture in your crib because you just spent it all on closing costs.
That's it.
And what's the stigma that you've heard about NACA that's not true, right? Is there anything that you've heard that's like, no, that's not true?
People be saying be true. I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna lie. Most of the stuff people be saying be true, but you just gotta push through.
Yeah, your thing is just like you gotta be patient. They're giving you a boatload of money.
It's a patience game.
Yeah, you just gotta be patient.
Patience is a virtue. Like good things come to those who wait. All of those cliche ass sayings, they're very true in certain circumstances. And this is one of them.
And is there any person that you say shouldn't go through a program like this at all?
Somebody that's in a rush.
That's it.
Anybody that's in a rush.
You need a home tomorrow.
If you're in a rush, or if you just, have entitlement issues or just like ego and pride issues, you feel like people owe you, man, stay away from this program.
This ain't it.
This ain't it.
Okay.